Hey guys, sorry about the lighting, sorry about the positioning, but I've had some requests to do this video, so I wanted to go ahead and do it. This is encouragement or chore chart tips. So I got these all at Hobby Lobby for about $2.50 each, and I have two different kinds. So these two are more blank, and you can fill in and do what you need to do, as well as this one for smaller kids. My 4-year-old has this one. And then I write all their chores down, brush teeth, all that good stuff, and I actually block out days for showering. Since we have 4 kids and 2 adults in our family, it is easier to block out days so they don't overshower and waste water, since we do pay for it. So like for my daughter, we block out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then the boys are opposite of that, so we don't use so much water in one night, as they can be very wasteful sometimes. And then we have chore descriptions. Now, I wrote this so they can come back and look exactly what they need to do for their chores itself, or if their dad needs a little refresher and he doesn't know exactly what's going on, like most dads do, this is how it is. So I keep the chore descriptions right here. They're all numbered and what you do. So clear table, wipe off the tables. You clear all things from table, food, dishes, toys, trash, etc. Then wipe clean with wipes or sponge. And I go in detail with everything. So we have to clear the table, pick up laundry, vacuum, sweep, set table, help with dishes, clean bathrooms, clean counters, feed our dog Salem, put clean clothes away, clean living room, and get the trash. So I'll go in detail about this in another room. Give me 1 second and I'll be right back. I am back. I just went to the kitchen. I have some more things in here that I want to show you, some hacks and encouragement. Now, how I get my kids excited, I am either going to be doing it every 2 weeks or every month. And how I get them excited about the whole chore process is I've got a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 4-year-old. So keep in mind you do want to do specific ones for your kids if they're younger, but I am not pulling any slack from my 4-year-old on doing, he actually got some of the bigger things like vacuuming, putting away clean clothes. Now I will assist him with those because I do want him to be familiar with those items. And where they go and things like that. So even though he picked them at random, he still gets to do them. I'll just be there for assistance, which I think is great because it gets them to know what a household needs to have done to run functionally. One of my things and how I get them excited and why they like it. Now, I do have to get onto them and I do have to encourage them to do them or kind of pump some music going to get them to go and clean up. But what I do is I had those all numbered. So I have 12. I'm going to show you something else too. I have 12 chores, which I read off. So I have 3 kids. I divided it by 4 chores per kid on top of their normal things. So my bigger kids have homework. They have to do that. Let me readjust. So what we do is I list everything. I number them all. And I take numbers and I put them in a bowl or a hat. And each paper has a number on it for whatever chore it is. And then they'll go and they'll randomly pick. Now, they get excited about that, so they all can kind of take turns in what they do for their chores. And another thing is that when they do that, they have one chance to switch. So, like my daughter, she would have rather have done feeding the dog rather than another one of her chores. So her brother had that. She had one chance to switch one time. It didn't matter which brother, and it's not one each. You get one chance, that's it. And he turned her down, and they have to accept that. So she's stuck with it, and he's stuck with feeding it, and my 4-year-old got that. So I will obviously have to help him in that, but that's okay because he's learning responsibility younger. And, it took a few times to really get them to understand what I meant by you only have one chance, period, not one per sibling to trade. You only have one. So since she got turned down, she couldn't go ask her brother for something maybe she wanted from his chore list. That's not how it works. But they will be able to get a switch in either 2 weeks or a month. It depends on how I'm doing and if I remember to switch them out. So they all pick, they all get excited, and it's just kind of keeping them pumped every day and switching them out either every week, every 2 weeks, depending on your kids. Will keep switched up, and they get to learn all the tasks of the home. And that way, you know, my son isn't the one taking out the trash, or my daughter's not the only one washing dishes. No, I want them to learn how to do everything within the whole house. Whether they do it when they're grown or not, that's another thing. But also another quick tip, if you have a printer and you don't want to keep doing paper chore charts, because I've drawn them out, it's a waste of time because, you know, after the week or whatever it is, you're basically done. So if you're able to find these at Dollar Tree, these are great, helpful things. And I've got a few tips that you can do. So these are the reusable dry erase pockets. So as you can see, there's already a paper in here that it comes with. It's just on the back of this. You get it at Dollar Tree for $1. You can print out a list or hand write it and make your own chore chart however you like, and then just wipe it clean, just kind of like the other ones. So if you don't have a Hobby Lobby, because before this I also looked on Amazon and eBay, and they were really expensive, and it wasn't enough space like I wanted, and I didn't want to wait and pay like $9 for a chore chart, seeing I needed 3. So that's just for me. If you find something good on there, you know, you can do that, or you can get a picture frame. Preferably, I don't have one of the big ones, but like the 11 by 8s, I think, also at Dollar Tree. You can put it behind there, and it's more fashionable, and then you can put it on your wall wherever you want, so you can use that as a chore chart as well. Just put it behind it, get the dry erase markers that they also sell at Dollar Tree, and you can do that as well. So those are 2 other tips you can do to make your own chore chart and make it reusable. Or you can do this. Now I found this one after the fact, after I already had my Hobby Lobby ones, which was very frustrating, but it's okay. So I can't turn you around, unfortunately, while I'm recording, so I will show you. But this chore chart I did find, and it has a back. Oh, it has 2 things. That too it came with, and it's a 2 set. And now I put this one for the bigger chores, like cleaning out the microwave, mopping all the rooms, cleaning the trash cans, cleaning out the cabinets, mowing, the AC filter, you know, those more adult things that I can keep track of when I do or my husband does. So I have that for the big chores, is what I call them. So that way we kind of keep track of, hey, when was the last time we changed the AC filter or whatnot, and who did it? Because let's just say this, women or men, sometimes you have the partner that doesn't hardly do anything, and they're like, oh yeah, I did it. No, you didn't. Here's a good way to keep track. Not to bash anybody, but that's just how it is sometimes. And then I also found this. It's a reusable calendar. It's in a sleeve, kind of like the one I just showed you, and it came like this from Dollar Tree. So I can actually start writing on here. Now, I don't really like the smaller ones. I actually made this big one with a poster board, some stickers, and post-it notes from Dollar Tree. And I can take off, like, see, I didn't use this one. I could, you know, make a new one for the 19th and just switch them out and reuse them. I do have a video, not on this channel. I need more videos on here, actually. I just haven't really had time to make them. But yes, so that is kind of some tips and tricks and encouragement to do with your kids. And I want them to know that, you know, whether it's their dad working or I'm working or whatever, I work from home, I babysit, and they know that, they see that, but I want them to, everyone to help out and have equal responsibility so that when they grow up, it's not always falling on them. You know, it should be a partnered thing, which in some households as you grow up, it's not like that anymore, but I at least want to teach them all their basics, you know, especially my boys too. I want them to learn how to cook, and they love being in the kitchen. I want them to learn how to do dishes. Now, like I said, whether they carry it on into their adulthood and actually do that, that's a different story. But I do want both genders of my children to know, you know, my girl and then my boys to know that it's supposed to be an equal partnership when it comes to household duties, and it's not just females or you know, whatever it is. They see me take out the trash. That's supposed to be a man's job. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to let it sit there forever, so I'm going to take it out. Um, you know, and things like that. I want them to see the versatility when it comes to chores, and that it's not just a female-based thing or a male-based thing. It should be a partner-based thing. So hopefully I didn't ramble too much. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see any more, let me know in the comments any of your tips or any encouragement that you have for your children and when it comes to chores. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm surprised you didn't hear my kids. Bye.